if you've spent any appreciable amount of time watching some of the viral videos of conflicts in, fast food restaurants and things like that, where people are arguing, and it always comes right in the middle of the video, and it's always trying to paint somebody as evil and as the aggressor. And one of the things you have to understand about these is, unless you see it from start to finish, and even then you're not 100% sure, but unless you see that scenario unfold from start to finish, you can't really know. Now, are there going to be clues sometimes to somebody being in the wrong? Yeah, sure. But somebody being in the wrong doesn't mean the other person is in the right. Not every conflict has a right side and a wrong side. Sometimes they're both wrong. And could be even sometimes they're both right, and they're just on divergent paths. But the fact is that so often when you see these videos get thrown up online, especially ones with commentary, and especially ones through activism groups and whatnot, they're always trying to tell a story. They're always trying to paint a picture. And unless you are able to see what led up to that, how it unfolded, and how it resolved, you don't actually know. So don't be so quick to jump on top of a video and jump onto somebody's side and say, so-and-so was a bad guy because look at how they behaved. You don't always have all the information. This is the exact same reason that I do not recommend anybody just insert themselves into a conflict that they stumble upon on the street. Don't go and be a superhero, because the fact is that you almost never have all of the pertinent information, and even if you did, you may end up acting illegally, and that's not a good thing. Laws and morals are not the same thing, but the fact is that if you don't know all of the information, and you might potentially be taking illegal action to jump in on partial information, you're taking some massive risks, and there may not be a payoff for them, and that's not a good thing. So the fact is, and really what I'm trying to get across here is, you need the full picture. You need the full picture before you make a judgment, and you need the full picture before you decide to jump in and add yourself into the problem. Because there are too many things at risk. There are too many consequences to be had for you to be making decisions on partial information. And the fact is, it is too easy to find yourself in the wrong. But more than that, how many times have we jumped into an argument and being like, so-and-so is wrong, and then it turns out that we missed the lead up, and it turns out that both parties were just acting like a couple of grade school children, and nothing good came of it, period, in total. So you have to be careful. You have to be really, really careful, jumping on bandwagons and jumping behind these viral videos of somebody getting beat up in McDonald's or whatever. Look at the heroic patron who came in and saved so-and-so from getting their milkshake dumped on them or whatever. I mean, it's videos like that are a dime a dozen. Stories like that are a dime a dozen. But be careful of the spin. Be careful of the story that's being fed to you, right? There might not be a story being fed to you when you stumble upon something in real life, but when you come across a video or an article online, there's almost always a story that goes along with it. And you got to be careful of the story that's being spun, because you might be getting, pulled along for a ride rather than actually being given pertinent information to make a real decision. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Good journey. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, give the dog a bone. You can follow us on our other social media accounts, and if you really like us, you can head over to Amazon and buy a shirt. You can also go over to Gumroad and purchase some of our instructional courses. All of the links will be provided and also on our website. If you happen to be in the Phoenix area, we would love to meet you. Come drop in for a class,
even just to chat. And if you're looking for a new home, we would be happy to have you. So until next time, good journey.